Space is often portrayed as humanity's greatest frontier, a silent ocean of stars, beautiful nebula, endless galaxies stretching across the cosmos. But behind that beauty lies a brutal reality. Space is not simply empty, it is one of the most hostile environments imaginable. Every second outside Earth's protection exposes you to conditions that would destroy the human body in moments. To understand why spaceflight is so difficult and why missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond are among the hardest engineering challenges ever attempted, we need to confront the deadliest truths about space. The first and most immediate threat is the vacuum. On Earth, atmospheric pressure surrounds us at about 101 kilopascals. Our bodies evolved under this pressure. Remove that pressure, and the consequences begin instantly. In space, the pressure drops to nearly zero. Without external pressure, gases inside the body expand rapidly. Air escapes from the lungs, and if someone holds their breath, the lungs can rupture due to expansion. But the most disturbing effect is something known as ebullism. Ebullism occurs when body fluids begin to boil at normal body temperature because the surrounding pressure is too low to keep them liquid. This does not mean the body instantly explodes, but it does mean that fluids within tissues begin forming vapor bubbles. The skin can stretch enough to contain this expansion, but swelling occurs rapidly. Within 10 to 15 seconds, the brain loses oxygen and unconsciousness follows. Experiments during early aerospace testing confirmed this. In one accidental vacuum exposure, a test subject reported feeling the saliva on his tongue begin to boil before losing consciousness. Without rescue, death follows quickly. This is why spacecraft must maintain a carefully controlled atmosphere. Even modern spacecraft maintain pressures and oxygen concentrations carefully engineered to keep astronauts alive. Without that artificial environment, space would claim a human life in seconds. Earth is protected by an invisible shield. The planet's magnetic field and atmosphere deflect most incoming radiation. But once astronauts leave that protection, they enter a region filled with high-energy particles. This radiation is known as cosmic radiation. These particles originate from some of the most violent processes in the universe: supernova explosions, active galactic nuclei, solar particle storms. They travel at nearly the speed of light. When these particles strike human tissue, they can pass directly through cells, damaging DNA along their path. Unlike radiation on Earth, cosmic radiation can produce double-strand DNA breaks, which are far more difficult for the body to repair. Over time, this increases risks of cancer, neurological damage, cardiovascular disease, degenerative tissue effects. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station receive significantly higher radiation doses than people on Earth. But the ISS still lies within Earth's magnetic shield. A mission to Mars would expose astronauts to far greater radiation levels for months or years. Shielding against this radiation is extremely difficult. High-energy particles can pass through spacecraft walls. Engineers must carefully design spacecraft mass, materials, and storm shelters to protect crews from solar radiation events. Radiation is one of the greatest obstacles to long-duration human spaceflight. Space has no atmosphere to regulate temperature. On Earth, air distributes heat and moderates environmental conditions. In space, heat transfer behaves very differently. There is almost no conduction or convection. Heat can only move through radiation. This leads to extreme temperature differences. In direct sunlight near Earth orbit, temperatures can exceed 120 degrees Celsius, but in shadow, temperatures can drop below minus 150 degrees Celsius. The difference can occur over very short distances. A spacecraft surface facing the sun may become extremely hot, while another side facing deep space becomes extremely cold. This creates serious engineering challenges. Spacecraft require advanced thermal control systems. These include reflective coatings, radiators that release excess heat, insulation layers, active heating systems. Without careful thermal regulation, spacecraft systems would fail rapidly. Electronics would overheat or freeze. Even lubricants in mechanical systems could stop functioning. Temperature control is therefore essential for any mission beyond Earth.